More importantly, within the BJP, is the BJP itself responsible for how it performs? Let's try and look at this. What's happening? What happened in the past? And where is it that they would want to be in the future going forward? What's the target that's been set? Now, this is what happened. The BJP just about barely got to 99, less than 100. It was a shocker that came about. Many thought that it's going to be a mega upset. But it was the Prime Minister, perhaps, who single-handedly swayed things towards the end. And that flight, that seaplane that took over, that's where perhaps the final 2 days, final 48 hours, perhaps it changed and the BJP got up to about 99 and getting that majority which is required in that House of 182. But this time around, the mission is to ensure that the opposition remains in single digits. That's perhaps the diktat that's gone out from the top leadership, the Prime Minister himself. And Maria, you will know that this 99 is not acceptable. What they want is nothing less than 150, 160 perhaps. That's the target that's been set. Yes. And the Prime Ministership, the entire shift of government, change of government, Rupani going out, Patel coming in, Harsh Sanghvi, a youngster made MOS home, all of that 18 months from polls was with the intention that there is no anti-incumbency.
And then, as Amit Shah famously says, चुनाव स्पष्टता से लड़ा जाता है और चुनाव का लक्ष्य जीत होता है. That is quintessential BJP. They have put in all their might in this election. This is the home state of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is the state where he talked about Gujarati Asmita. This is the state. The Gujarat model is what he shared with the rest of the country.
Let's get this number. This 77 of the Congress. Now, Shivani is there on the magic wall. Zaka is off, bringing up a surprise for us later this evening. And that's going to come from the south of the country. I'll say that. But you're on the wall. We'll come to you on the wall. And let's try and quickly look at what you have set up for us. This 77, how much of it will now swing back to the BJP now that there is no Patidar? The person leading the Patidar itself has shifted camps and come in. There is no Congress settled. There is an Aam Aadmi party coming in. But how much of a dent are they going to be able to make?
Let me just chart out the journey for the BJP and why we're talking about the BJP primarily in Gujarat is because this is the 2012 Vidhan Sabha Assembly results. And in 2012, the BJP won 115 of the 182 seats. You see the map. It is, of course, a lot of orange. And they won nearly 48% of the seats in the state of Gujarat.
The spread also, if you were to see, going back on that spread, it's quite even except for this portion which is largely the Congress belt, right?
Yeah. So the tribal Adivasi belt.
Yeah. Yes. I'll come to that in just a bit. Yeah. But the journey from 2012 to 2017, you see the stark change that happened for the BJP. And that was the shock that we're all talking about. You see, of course, a much larger print of the blue. That's also because these are the larger rural seats. And of course, the BJP managed to hold on to their urban pockets. Those are the smaller seats. But they came down to 99. The vote percentage was still pretty high though, right? We have to just focus on the fact that the rural seats perhaps made the difference for the Congress here, but the Congress fell short. I want to bring in the 2019 Lok Sabha election results. Of course, Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha very different. Here, of course, it's an absolute sea of orange. So that though, whether it will be a factor here or not, we don't really want to extrapolate that. But now let's go across to the Patidar dominated factor that you talked about. Even if you look at 2017 results of the Patidar dominated seats, the BJP won 22 of the 39 of them. Correct. So was that factor as big, first of all, as it was made out to be? And does that factor exist now? Absolutely not. As you said, Hardik Patel has already moved to the BJP. Yes. That agitation is not there.
Yes, and last time around there were three factors. Yeah. Hardik Patel, Jignesh Mevani and Alpesh Thakur. And all of three of them technically
are reduced to either. Nobody was not happy.
So let me just go to the magic wall for the Alpesh Thakur factor as well. Again here, the Congress managed to do better. So if there are 30 seats that had the Alpesh Thakur factor, the Congress won 17 of them, the BJP won 13 of them. Could you say that it benefited the Congress vastly? Possibly not.
No, it's the vote share. If you look at, say, if it's 45% for the BJP, it's 46% for the Congress. The same thing with the Patidars. Yeah. And the Patidars, we've looked at the concentration on the where the Patidar dominated seats. But the Patidar votes could have been spread all across Gujarat, where it could have helped the Congress party in 2017 when they got those 77 seats.
And if you look at the vote share. Patel factor as well. Now he's in the BJP. That factor doesn't exist in the same mold. but you have 39 of these seats which could be seen as the Hardik Patel dominated factors, dominated seats. The BJP won 22 of them with a vote share of 51%.
And interestingly, Shivani, I'll tell you this anecdote. In 2017, again, I was covering this election, and at that time, there was this entire narrative that there is a lot of anger in Surat.
I was in Surat actually.
So in Surat, there was a lot of anger. At that time, late Mr. Arun Jaitley was in charge of Gujarat for the BJP. He parked himself in Surat because the notebandi had just happened, so there was a lot of anticipation. There was the GST factor as well, right? So that is what the BJP is doing. So what we are being told by sources in the party is, and we have seen in the last few months, top ministers, top leaders of the party have been in and out of the state. They have been concentrating on pockets which can go wrong. Concentrating on pockets where there can be some simmering anger. And is there really a factor then? You know, that's what I'm saying.
So Surat,
yes,
the civic body polls, Aam Aadmi Party swept because there was also a mass movement of the Congress leadership into AAP, and AAP got those windfall, and they themselves got surprised ki kaise jeet gaye.
So see, I can't show you anything for the Aam Aadmi Party on my magic wall because that's a new entrant as far as this battle is concerned. But I just want to show you the urban factor here as well, because that's always a big issue when it comes to Gujarat, rural and urban pockets. So you look at the 2017 results of urban pockets, 53 seats, the BJP won 44 of them. They would want to, Maria, ideally retain all of this and add maybe a little bit more, because 2017 factors are a little bit different than 2022. But if we were to just quickly look at possibly the rural, rural seats as well, this is where most of the Congress's gain came from. Can they retain this gain?
If you look at
53 out of the 98 seats, can they retain this gain with a vote share of 43? BJP is still higher in vote share with 45. That's the big battle.
2017 to 2012, same rural pocket. If you just click on 2012, now what was the gain for the Congress party? The Congress party,
from
41% vote share.
From 46 seats, they've gone to 53.
53, and the vote share goes up by about 1.5%. If you look at the vote share goes for the Congress up from 41.38.
These are as big gains as the Congress could hope to make in Gujarat. They couldn't quite form the government, couldn't quite capitalize. That's the big failing of the Congress.